Shedeur Sanders' latest selfless gesture in Cleveland boosts his popularity with the Browns. Arriving in a new place always brings challenges in terms of adapting and feeling comfortable, and in this regard, Shedeur Sanders seems to reflect the upbringing and values instilled in him by his family. In his brief time in Cleveland, he has already left a strong impression, not just for what he might bring as a player, but for who he is as a person. This stands out not only with his teammates, but also with the city itself, as he's made a point of exploring even its most overlooked corners to connect with his new environment professionally, yes, but perhaps more importantly, emotionally. Grateful for every player who was part of our rookie minicamp. Wonderful relationships were formed during our time together, the new leader the city needed. During his college years at the University of Colorado, where his father, Deion Sanders, was his head coach for 2 seasons, Shedeur shaped a personality marked by leadership and strong character. Now, amid uncertainty with the Browns in Cleveland, he's stepping in and connecting deeply with the city and its people, gradually becoming a community leader in the NFL, even if his role in the team hasn't yet been defined. On Tuesday, July 15, the rookie quarterback currently competing for a spot on the roster alongside Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Dylan Gabriel shared a meaningful message on Instagram. Need everyone in Cleveland and the surrounding suburbs to get out tomorrow and show their support for the Rainbow Terrace community. He also posted a flyer promoting the Garden Valley Fun Fest, a community event where Sanders will be present to engage directly with residents and to defend the city as our city begins to look after it in a fiscal style. He asks you to pay a little more. Where can you find the garden? Find the fiscal style for St. Andrews in the Photodynast store at Tomar, then pull into a Menus Division store, and we will rebuild Jason now. From today, tomorrow, weekend, facilities to be closed. Mike, the festival will feature music, games, food, and a strong focus on community togetherness. Garden Valley is one of the city's most neglected areas, often overlooked by star athletes. That Sanders chose this location for the event carries deep significance. Perhaps he's aiming to become a voice for those most often forgotten, for those who rarely get noticed. I'm grateful for the city welcoming me, while seeing the kids just figuring it out, cheering for me when I'm all done. It's actually great. Sanders explained in a recent interview, and it seems he's determined to establish himself not only on the field, but also as someone who belongs in the heart of the city. This kind of initiative is a continuation of what he used to do in Colorado under his father's guidance. Now, with those solid foundations, he's replicating them in Cleveland without worrying too much, for now, about what his future with the team holds. His humility has helped him shift from the image of designer sunglasses and flashy outfits to someone who walks into forgotten neighborhoods and proves he wants to be an active part of them. I'm here not just to play, but to belong. But on the Browns roster, where does he fit? A city that wears its heart on its sleeve, where football isn't just a game, but a way of life. Shedeur Sanders has quietly made a powerful statement, not with a touchdown pass or a perfectly executed 2-minute drill, but with a gesture of humility and selflessness that has rippled far beyond the gridiron. Just months after being drafted by the Cleveland Browns, the young quarterback, son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, has already made headlines. Shedeur Sanders has already made headlines, but this time it wasn't for anything he did under the stadium lights. Rather, it was what he did under the radar that left a lasting impression on the city. It all started with a visit to Glenville High School, a place steeped in football tradition and community pride. Shedeur, without cameras or social media announcements, had been quietly volunteering there during his downtime. He mentored quarterbacks, helped run drills, and spoke to players about discipline, resilience, and mental health. But what truly caught the city's attention happened one rainy Wednesday afternoon. The Browns' practice had just ended, and Shedeur, instead of heading home or to the gym, drove across town to Glenville. The school's football team had lost its weight room equipment in a fire 2 weeks earlier, a devastating blow for a program that has helped produce countless college and NFL players. The school had started a GoFundMe, hoping to raise a few $1,000s to replace what was lost. Unbeknownst to them, Shedeur had been watching. He made a call, confirmed the amount needed, and without fanfare paid for the entire rebuild, personally overseeing the delivery of new equipment just before the team's next practice. He even added a few extras: new cleats for every player, recovery gear, and a fully stocked nutrition station. The story might have gone untold if not for one of the players' parents who posted a heartfelt message online praising Shedeur's quiet leadership and overwhelming kindness. The post went viral within hours. Cleveland, a city that embraces grit, loyalty, and humility, took notice. "He didn't do it for clout," said Browns veteran guard Joel Bitonio. "He did it because he gets it. He understands what this city's about. That's rare in a rookie." In the days that followed, local sports talk radio couldn't stop buzzing, not about Shedeur's mechanics or his quarterback competition with the Browns veterans, but about his character. Fans called him with stories of spotting him at charity events, at food banks, and at youth football camps. The local press dubbed him the People's QB, a title not easily earned in Cleveland. For Shedeur, though, it wasn't about optics. Growing up under the tutelage of his father, a Hall of Famer known for his flash, he had somehow forged a different path, one defined not by flashiness, but by focused service. In interviews, he often deflects praise and redirects attention to his teammates, his coaches, or the kids he's mentoring. "I remember what it felt like when someone believed in me," he said in a rare comment on the Glenville donation. "Sometimes a moment, or even a gesture, can change a kid's life. That's all I'm trying to do." The Browns organization responded by officially launching a community initiative, Brown and Gold, QB for the community, led by Shedeur. He got a job back-to-back in the NFL after the Brown and Gold quarterback surgery. Shedeur led to 4 Super Bowl rings and 4 titles. Shedeur led to 4 titles. He remained a teammate for the community, led by Shedeur, led to 4 titles. He remained a teammate for the community, led by Shedeur. The initiative supports youth football programs across Cleveland, offering mentorship, resources, and scholarships. His presence has not only invigorated the locker room, but re-energized the city's belief in its team. Even the dog pound, notoriously hard on rookies, has started embracing him. Homemade signs reading, "Sheeta, our savior," and "Kwabi 4CLE" now fill the stands during training camp. Fans wear jerseys not because of highlight reels, but because of what he represents: hope with humility. In the locker room, he's become a quiet unifier. He's often seen helping clean up after meetings, giving rookies advice, and absorbing every word from the coaching staff. Defensive lineman Myles Garrett recently remarked, "He's the kind of guy you want to block for. He respects the grind. You see that, and you can't help but want to go to war for him." Analysts may still debate his footwork, his pocket presence, or whether he's ready to start week 1. But in Cleveland, Shedeur Sanders has already proven something far more difficult than mastering a playbook. He's shown that leadership doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, shows up unannounced, and gives without expectation. In a sports landscape so often saturated with ego and spectacle, Shedeur's selfless gesture is a breath of fresh Lake Erie air. You're not an agent. You're not in luck. You're just working a friend's Lake Erie air. Whether he leads the Browns to a Super Bowl or not, he has already won the hearts of a city that sees in him something familiar. Not just a quarterback, but a Clevelander.